Hey, what up? It is your girl MD and welcome back to my channel. It is day 13 of Vlogmas. I can't believe we made it this long. And I wanted to just quickly talk about mole removal and how I have incorporated that into my skincare routine. I talked about it in the video that I posted last week, I think it was, about just my skincare and how that has kind of like been a little secret of mine that I've been doing for about like 6 or 7 years now. So here's my personal story. So growing up, I played a lot of sports outside, and when I was 19, I think it was, I went away to the beach with one of my friends for a week, and I was just in the sun the entire time. Don't necessarily know if I was wearing a ton of sunscreen. I honestly don't recall, but my mom always like talks about that summer, that after that, like, I just kind of started like breaking out in moles. And typically, especially as Black women or Black people, we get moles. It's called a DPN, and typically it is hereditary. You're going to find it in your families. Fortunately for me, I have it on both sides of my family. The thing about DPN is that it pops up when you expose your skin to the sun during pregnancy. A lot of times you'll see pregnant women that literally their face and their necks will just be covered in moles. And I don't know what it is about pregnancy. I guess maybe it's the hormones, but it just pops up. When I say moles, I'm referring to DPN. I'm not referring to like beauty marks, so like flat moles. Obviously you can't get those removed. I'm talking about these things that are risen off of your face. That is what I'm referring to. You're not gonna be able to stop it from happening, but you can kind of slow the process down, so stay out of the sun. You can get like a chemical exfoliant. I've never done any of these things, but you can do that. A certain type of face wash can kind of keep them like under control a little bit, but again, they're always going to grow back. So I know like moles are pretty much cell buildup, I believe. And so if you use retinol products, that is going to help with like the cell turnaround, and it's going to kind of like spread them out a little bit more and kind of slow the process down. But I don't think there's anything that you can totally do to prevent it. You either remove it or you deal with it, kind of thing. And I never actually noticed it or paid attention to it, but it's something that she was very aware of. And so she just kind of like didn't say anything for like a couple of years, but she was just like always notice my moles. And then at some point she was just like, oh, let's go into the dermatologist, have him like take a look at your skin. And this dermatologist in particular, he was our former neighbor, so someone that we trusted. So what my doctor explained to me is that some people have a mole gene, and I just happen to have a mole gene. Like my great grandmother, she had moles like all over. If you have the mole gene, such as I do, the doctor was like, no matter what, they're always going to grow back. You're always going to have them. So what you have to do is be proactive. You need to start getting them removed. This is like the doctor explaining like things to me. I trust him with my face, so really I'm trusting him with my life at this point. I remember my best friend, after I had like originally started getting it done, she's like, oh my God, your skin looks so clear and so smooth. Like, I don't know what have you been doing? And what it was, I got the moles removed. And so if that's something that maybe you are insecure about, or something you just don't want, you know, if you don't want them, you don't want them, but if you want them, girl, keep them. Like, I ain't stopping you. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to grow moles on my face. So today, if I have 20 moles on my face, maybe in a year I might grow 10 more. So then I'm going to have 30, and then maybe the following year I might grow 15. So regardless, they're just going to take up space on my face. So he was like, the best thing that you can do is twice a year, come in, I will remove your moles and you can go on with your life, and then in 6 months you come back and I do it again. It's not that I had them like covering my skin, because you know sometimes like you can't really even see someone's like skin color because it's just like covered in moles. Mine were just like tiny little dots. Like, a little history about my skin, it's very sensitive. I scar like so easily, and so obviously I was nervous about having anything touch my face, because I was just like, I always get dark marks like no matter what I do. So I was very nervous about having this done. Okay, so the footage that I'm about to show you, it's about 2 years old. I never did anything with it. I was going to upload a video, but I had laryngitis. I was so sick, and so I wasn't like trying to be on camera like that, but I'm showing you a portion of my face over the course of like a week. And so what happens, you go in there. So he ended up only doing half of my face, and he was just like, all right, let's only do like half of your face, see how it goes, and then you'll come back and we'll do the other half if you have like, you know, a positive reaction. The procedure called electrocautery, and it's just like this little tiny laser that looks like this little pencil, and he just goes and zaps. He's like, zip, Does it feel amazing? No. I'm not saying it's not painful, because there is pain, but you don't have enough time to feel pain because it's so quick, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you are going to have a little bit of pain, but it's like so quick that it's not like it's a lingering pain. It just happens, it's like, and that's it. You get your moles lasered, and what it does, it kills the mole. And it's turning it into, and it's going to turn into a scab. And so, you know, like obviously when you get a cut, things slowly gets hard and eventually turns into a scab. As soon as he does it, he'll put Vaseline where he had, where I had the procedure. And then over the course of that week, like I always try to do it a long weekend so I don't have to go anywhere, and I just literally just put Vaseline on my face whenever I can think about it. And so what that does, it makes the mole not turn into a scab. It just like keeps it soft until the mole falls off. I know that sounds really disgusting, but that's what happens. So instead of it like crusting over and potentially kind of like scarring, then it just like goes soft. And so what happens over the course of that long weekend, well for me personally, is I just literally just lather my face in Vaseline. Like maybe like 5-10 times a day. I'm a little obsessive, but you would think that sounds like a breakout waiting to happen, but I never do break out. I was nervous about getting a dark spot. I was nervous about getting a scar because my skin scars so easily, and I have none of that. Like I never even can tell where he's removed the mole. It just fades back into my skin color. So after you have the procedure done, there's a period of time that you can't be in the sun, like sit in the sun. Like you can go like walk like to your car, but like not be in the sun. Can't put anything on your face, so no makeup, no anything. The only thing that I'm putting on my face during that period of time is the Vaseline. And so I actually, a while ago, I had watched some videos because I had thought about doing this video like a few years ago, and I was like, oh, let me see if like other people are talking about it. And a lot of people was going to spas, and like I remember this one girl, she went and she got so many moles removed, and she's like, oh, they're itching, so I'm just like scratching them off. And I literally was cringing watching that video. I was scared about what her face was going to look like, because then she just had white little specks everywhere. Don't do that. Like I was like, girl, Vaseline. Here are my suggestions if it's something that you want to inquire. Make sure, number one, you find a good dermatologist. Do not go to a spa, even if they are like qualified to do it. Yeah, maybe they took some seminar, but it's not a doctor. So go to a doctor. 2, 3, make sure that that doctor is equipped and capable of handling your skin. If you are black, if you are a person of color, make sure that this doctor is able to handle your skin. I mean, even if you're white, make sure they're able to handle your skin too. Make sure you see his track record. Make sure maybe if you can like look at some other reviews from other black and brown people, that might be a positive thing as well. And when you go, ask questions and ask them, all right, well, what am I supposed to do post-op? Not that it's like surgery, but post-op, whatever. Like, what am I supposed to do over the course of the week? What am I supposed to do over the course of the month? How often should I come back? Ask questions and do your research. Like, I mean, obviously I'm no professional. I'm just someone that has been doing this for a couple of years, but take my advice, but also do your own research. Ask the questions. It is your face after all. Like, if you want to leave your moles on your face, girl, leave your moles on your face. On my face, I don't want them there. I just don't. Any other questions that I didn't cover or I didn't answer, definitely leave them down below and I will do my best to answer them. That is it for this video. I hope that it was informative and that helped you guys out for anyone that was interested in having this type of procedure done as well. And yeah, so let me know what your experiences is if you have had laser removal, or if you're interested, or if you have any other questions. I don't really know if I covered everything. I hope that I did, but if I didn't, I will leave some information definitely in the description box. But yeah, so like always, I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.